Reporting live from Irish Club in Atlanta for Hype Plus News, I'm John Alba.
50 Cent has proven to all of us that he's a hoe. Diddy must have really hurt you by taking your woman and having her do freak-offs and shit with other dudes. You got a lot of explaining to do to your son.
50 Cent is getting both praise and criticism after he would release a 4-part series called Sean Combs: The Reckoning, which would serve as a docuseries documenting the behind-the-scenes stories involving the life of P. Diddy. From allegations of sexual assault with those around him to being allegedly involved with the murder of both Tupac and Biggie. As you may know, 50 Cent, who served as the project's executive producer, has his own connection to Diddy, which appeared to start as a friendship between the two New York artists and would later go left after Diddy would invite 50 to go shopping, according to 50 himself. Since then, 50 Cent would begin expressing his distaste for Diddy. Now, not only does it appear that Diddy offended 50 Cent with the alleged gesture, but many have also spotlighted that Diddy would end up seriously dating the mother of 50 Cent's son. Though many are expressing their love for the documentary, it appears that several Diddy and hip-hop fans are taking aim at 50 Cent with verbal attacks online, labeling the Queens rapper corny for producing a documentary on a man who allegedly stole his girlfriend.
50 Cent has proven to all of us that he's a hoe. Diddy must have really hurt you by taking your woman and having her do freak-offs and shit with other dudes. You got a lot of explaining to do to your son. That his mama and his daddy both hoes. To add insult to injury, you interviewed Albie Shaw and Eric Sermon, other jackasses who women were taken by Diddy. That shit don't make no sense. 50 Cent, you a bitch in 2025, getting ready to be a bitch in 2026 for that Netflix special.
50, I with you, my nigga, but I'm gonna tell you why you looking like a bust. If a nigga scarred you that bad, my nigga, when your baby mama made that choice to go over there with that nigga, my nigga, you was out there the one goddamn taking pictures with the bitch, man, put a baby on her, man. Diddy goddamn just treated like a transmission and just went up under the car with her, man. You was in love with her, so you using that, but you ain't goddamn doing nothing to her. That what make you look like a buster, 50.
Hey, yo, 50 Cent. Puffy won that trial, man. Puffy beat the feds at trial. And during the testimony, no testimony came out about Puffy was a homosexual, he was a gay, or that he dealt with any minors. I don't know if you got the memo, but Puffy beat the feds at trial. Another thing that came out at the trial is that Jane Doe, your old girlfriend, she was in love with Puff, and that she left you to be with Puff. 50 Cent, leave Puffy alone. Don't bother him.
Now, that same user the podcast with Soul would further voice his frustration against 50 Cent.
Hey, yo, Curtis. Another thing that came out at the trial after Puffy stole your girl from you, she moved from the East Coast to Los Angeles. Puffy paid $6,000 for the movie. Then Puffy made a verbal agreement, words out his mouth, called a love contract. I'm gonna give you an allowance. How much do you want? She said $15,000 a month. Puff said, no, I'll give you $10,000 a month. Your girl said, bet. Rented a house with the whole 10 grand with your son in it. Puffy gave $1 million to Jackson State, $2 million to Howard University. Puff built a charter school up in the Bronx, contributed $1 million to Black and Brown Boys, I think it was. How much money, Curtis, have you given to historically black colleges? How many charter schools have you built? Or is it just about you and your plane and your liquor brand, of which Puffy got both? Puffy had that before you. I don't think he's paying your girl's rent no more either. He stole your girl from you. Puff took your girl.
Now, over on X, the hate towards 50 would continue. 50 Cent is corny no matter how much people try to defend him because of Diddy. I'll never laugh on another individual downfall and profit off of it because that energy always returns tenfold. People be just excusing a lot of lame shit. 50 Cent, the poster child for selling out his own people, chasing dollars while dragging our image through the mud, profit over pride, cornball behavior at its finest.
It's something about food delivery drivers that make them feel that as long as they got their hazards on, they can park wherever they want. I can't be the only one who feels like this. I mean, do they think about the risk they create for other drivers? Anything can happen. Like, when I'm on my way to record my weekly DJ show on Hypers Club Radio, imagine a delivery driver in front of me hitting their hazards out of nowhere. Now, I may be able to hit the brakes in enough time, but what about the person driving behind me? And now my car is damaged all over a ramen order. Luckily, however, if something like that were to happen, I know to call Morgan & Morgan. You've seen that ads before, right? You would think it'd be a long process working with them, but I found out when you hire them, it's like having your own team to back you up. Especially if an accident wasn't your fault, like the scenario I just shared. You deserve to be paid. They have recovered over $25 billion for over 500,000 clients. So guess what? If something like this were to happen, you can get a settlement or a verdict that can get you back outside and ready for the next place you need to be. So if you're ever injured, you can check out Morgan & Morgan. Their fee is free unless they win. You can start your claim now by clicking the link in the description or by scanning the QR code on screen from your phone's camera.
Now, as reported at the top of the week, Dame Dash, who happens to be from Harlem like Diddy, appears to be wanting people to know that he does not approve from this new documentary. He would start the week off by dissing 50 Cent. While showing a photo of a moment with 50 and the woman who allegedly would leave him for Diddy, Dame would write in the caption, "Never trust a black man that will make a documentary tearing down another black man for a white man. That's nasty work. I'm not playing these ghetto games. That's played out." It would appear that Dash's comments would receive over 14,000 responses, with some agreeing while many sharing their own critique of Dash's post. One user would go on to comment, "Diddy been taking other black men down. It's just all in the light now. You're a sucker for defending Puff after all that crying you did about what R. Kelly did to Aaliyah. What about Cassie and all the other Diddy victims? I guess they don't matter because it don't fit your narrative." Now, it appears that Dame's issue with 50 Cent's new documentary would cause more reaction. Over on his Instagram page, Dash would follow up with another post that would show an AI version of 50 Cent dancing as Malcolm X's iconic speech of the field Negro versus the house Negro would play, thus subtly calling 50 Cent a house Negro for his move against Diddy. He would go on to caption that post with, "Shaking my head, nasty work." Now, it also appears that 50 Cent is well aware of the criticism from Dash and Diddy fans surrounding his move to release his documentary. He would reshare a moment from The Breakfast Club of Dash calling 50 Cent's announcement of a Diddy documentary as cap.
Remember when Dame Dash came on Breakfast Club and said 50 was capping about the Diddy documentary? That's the conversation.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. Do you remember when 50 Cent was supposed to be putting out a documentary about Puff on Netflix? Where is it?
I think it's still happening.
Yeah, right. He's capping.
In his caption, he would write, "Don't ever believe people like this." Now, over on X, 50 would continue to address the conversation around the new project and the hate. He would go on to say, "I got a lot of ideas. Y'all on the dock, I'm already planning next year. I'm from Southside. We don't come to make friends. We come to take over." So let's talk about it more in the comments below. Is this a bad look for 50 Cent to release a documentary which may cause more problems for Diddy? And do you think this was a personal get back to Diddy after Combs would allegedly steal his girlfriend, which 50 has went on to deny the documentary came from a personal beef? Save the day for the latest news in comedy, culture, and sports by subscribing here to our YouTube channel. And if you enjoy content like this, check out hypersclub.com to get a membership to watch full interviews and more original content. And if you have a story you think we should cover, send us a message now at hyperalerts.com. Reporting live from Hypers Club in Atlanta for Hype Plus News, I'm John Abba.